Hello, I'm back. This is the third fight or flight devlog, and I've been cooking up for y'all. Boy, what am I saying? I've been cooking up for y'all these past 2 months, working on the game's animations, UI, and other stuff among that. But first, I've been doing some recent designs. I made the logos! All of them look pretty cool. Some time was spent on more than others, but I think they're all pretty cool. And I'm letting you guys decide which one I should use for the official game. Some are unfinished just because I didn't want to go all out just for you guys not to pick it. So yeah.
Also, I'm planning for the other logos to be using unofficial art like in logo screens or post or different artworks because they all just look so cool and I can't let them go to waste. Please pick a good one.
I also went fishing around for a font, and I think I found the one I like. I took a liking to the font of Friday Night Funkin' and its overall UI look. It's not used anywhere at the moment, but it's definitely in the files of the game. Make sure you smash that like button, right? And subscribe so you can get. I can't. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe. And let's get on to the good stuff. This video might be a little longer than the rest, solely because of how much writing I did during the 2-month period. But what I want to talk about first is the phone menu, and how annoying it was working on it. Like, I'm being so free as I say this. The documentation of me working on this was like 35 days long. I could have been, playing 4? But the end result turned out great, and I made it so that I could select multiple weapons, but only 2, and the animations. And oh boy! They look so smooth. I also made the 5 final weapons, being the brass knuckles, dual daggers, katana, longsword, and shift. I moved over to the other UI elements of the game, like the main menu. I originally made these 3 icons so one would be its default, and then when you hover over it, the sprite would change. But I couldn't get it to work, so I just left that option for now. But what does work? The menu! Just look how cool it is. I can play, see all the options, even though they don't work, and even close the game. I was actually surprised how easy it was, and I even did it on my first try without anything breaking, so that's pretty cool. On to some other cooler stuff. Dodge rolling! The dodge rolling animations were pretty cool to work on, but again, time's consuming. Only 3 of the 5 animations have been fully made, with the 3rd one looking a little dodgy. But all the in-game sprites are existing, with one just not being in the files. When it comes to the dodge roll animations, I think the first Rippers one is the best because they just look so smooth. And you also might notice I'm trying to make them all look different and diverse so it's not boring. But when it came to coding, I wanted to have it so that when you dodge roll you can't shoot. You see, I was calling it outside of its element. Basically what I was doing wrong was making a signal, talk about that later, and the parent node was meant to speak that signal to the child. But because I had them in 2 different scenes, we referenced them as rooms, and the parent was essentially yelling at a baby. But I noticed that the bedroom, the world scene, has both my nodes in it, so I decided to put it there and have the parent call for the child. And I was able to get the signal because they were linked. But that means I can't stop the game from the individual player 1 node now, but hey, at least it works. After all the torturous coding and the tedious animating I had put myself through, I decided to finish off all my work and show it to my friend. Okay, so
Let's see what's happening.
I'm gonna get my controller because I actually want to make sure this thing has controller support. You might see a blank screen, but until I press, let's open Fort, bro.
Anyway.
I don't know what button it is on. Oh, it's down on the D-pad. There you go.
Damn.
Show you this again. Just act like you've never seen it before. Oh look.
Ooh. Hey. Smooth. That's smooth.
Delicious.
Oh, that is the best.
Like, it looks weird because there's no background, so the camera just is off. What else? The main menu as well. You got the options, placeholder text. That's basically it.
This looks awesome.
I haven't added it to the world scene yet. So far, it's
When are we getting a console port?
never. You get console support. Ah.
Can we
As
put
you-
it on the Xbox?
I can play with my. I'd also worked on some UI vector, which should be on screen right now. Just showing off the upgrades, the player HUD thingy icon, HUD background, fonts, and different ammo types. I also started working and creating the stealables and making all the rarities as well. I almost forgot. The new sprites! Make sure to capture all their good parts, because they look pretty nice. The fourth robot has all his animations in place. I just haven't finished the fifth animations, but they're soon to come. But basically, that's it for this devlog. I'll have to see in editing if I stay true to my words, with this devlog being the longest. But yeah, also I'm planning something moderately massive. Yeah, massive. Stay tuned. I want to test something else with all the free time I have, just to see where I can take this into the future. But that's all from me. A like and a subscribe would be greatly appreciated, and I'm gonna go back to playing Final Fantasy 16. Benedicta.